Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
Rockingham County Today is sponsored by ShopRockinghamCounty.com, the original online guide to shopping, dining, visiting, and living in Rockingham County. The Rockingham County Public Library has a new director, Rhonda Hooker. She's been with the county over 10 years, starting as a teacher for special needs children in the Enrichment Center, was a part-time 911 telecommunicator, reference librarian in Madison-Madan, interim branch manager in Reedsville, and named interim director for all libraries 6 months ago. She has a master's degree in library science, is a lifelong county resident, and active member of Northside Baptist Church. Her father, Ronnie Hooker, was an Eden policeman for almost 30 years, and her twin sister works in the county tax department. Eden Police Arrest Report. Wilbert Broadnax, 314 Bridge Street, driving while impaired and possession of drug paraphernalia. Jamie Matthew Craddock, 2810 Price Road, possession of methamphetamine. Jason Everett Wilson, 1111 Trogdon Drive, felony drug charges and carrying a concealed weapon. Linda Hallman Moore, 924 Hale Street, communicating threats. Jaylyn Namaria Smith, 323 South Hamilton Street, fraud. Giles Wesley Creasy, 286 Richardson Drive, Reedsville, driving while impaired and littering. James Walter Harden, 1224 Moyer Road, Reedsville, possession with intent to sell and deliver cocaine, maintaining a vehicle to sell and deliver illegal narcotics, possession of marijuana, resist, delay, and obstruct, and warrants from Caswell County. Triad Business Journal has published a list of the largest Triad hospitals. Annie Penn in Reedsville is number 10 with 110 beds and 542 employees, and UNC Rockingham Healthcare in Eden is number 11 with 108 beds and 749 employees. Last year, Annie Penn admitted about 3,600 patients, UNC Rockingham about 3,800. Approximate number of emergency room visits, Annie Penn, 24,000, UNC Rockingham, 21,000. The top three Triad hospitals, Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center, Novant Health, Forsyth Medical Center, and Moses H. Cone Memorial Hospital. Now, Rockingham County weather from Shiloh Airport. Today, sunny, high 90, low 67. Wednesday, high 92. Thursday, a 40% chance of showers, high 94. Friday, mostly sunny, high 95. For the weekend, lots of sunshine and close to 100. Triad, record highs and lows on this day, 98, 1977, 58, 1946. Get current weather information anytime at mikemore.media, along with Rockingham, our live stream 24-hour weather camera, powered by heat and air controllers for year-round comfort, whatever the weather. Lane's Family Pharmacy is your one-stop shop. Always well-stocked for all of your prescriptions, hard-to-find items, hundreds of OTC products, delivery countywide, Monday through Saturday. And Lane's has the best selection of home health care products, including lift chairs, canes and walkers, diabetic shoes, urology and ostomy supplies, nebulizers, CPAP and BiPAP, and much more. Lane's Family Pharmacy, NC 14 Eden. Yep, one stop, does it all at Lane's.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on Mike Moore Media. Nationals left fielder Juan Soto captured Monday night's home run derby, holding off Mariners rookie Julio Rodriguez 19-18 in the final. The 23-year-old Soto hit 53 total home runs, beating each of his three opponents by one homer while hitting second each time. Soto beat Cleveland's Jose Ramirez 18-17 in the first round before getting past 42-year-old Albert Pujols 16-15 to reach the final. The baseball All-Star game is tonight at Dodger Stadium. If the game is tied after 9 innings, it will be decided by a home run derby. Each team will send up 3 hitters. They'll each get 3 swings apiece to determine the winning team. Angel star Mike Trout won't play in tonight's All-Star game, but the Slugger is hoping to be healthy enough not only for the second half of this season, but next year's World Baseball Classic. Trout set to serve as the captain of Team USA. For lightning fast sports updates, download the Score app. It's free and one of the most popular sports apps in North America. That's the Sports Flash. Chuck Sanders, Mike Moore Media.
Podcast preview, I'll be talking with Kathleen Patterson, Mayodan Town Manager. Available this morning around 9:45, wherever you get podcasts. Now the community calendar, sponsored by Night Owl National Stoneworks in Eden. Granite, quartz, and marble for commercial and residential. This week at Hive, Uptown Eden on Washington Street. Today, Music Bingo. Tomorrow, Wine Wednesday Trivia. Thursday, Murder Mystery Friday and Saturday. Free food at Reedsville Alliance Church, Freeway Drive, Reedsville, today starting at noon, sponsored by Cormi Community Development Corporation. 50 pounds of fresh food and vegetables per family. Another downtown Reedsville concert at Market Square, Saturday, Tell Me Lies, Fleetwood Mac Tribute, that's 7 to 9, Beer Garden. Annual Shaggin' on Fillcrest in Eden, Saturday, 7 to 10, with Jim Quick and Coastline. Free admission, food and beer garden. Adventure Island Vacation Bible School at Leakesville United Methodist Church, Henry Street, Eden, Saturday at 6, kickoff dinner. The next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 9 to noon. Motorcycle Charity Ride at Lot 2540, 2nd Avenue, Mayodan. Saturday, July 30th, registration 8:30, barbecue plate at end of the ride. Cuts versus Cuffs, Barbers and Police basketball game at the Madison Mayodan Recreation Department, Saturday, July 30th, 5 till 8. Adults $5, youth $3, fish sandwiches and hot dogs. Cars and Coffee at Ferris Memorial Park, Mayodan, July 30th, 9 till 11. Eden City Council meets tonight at 6 at City Hall on Stadium Drive. I'll have a report on this newscast tomorrow. Now today's Consumer Report, sponsored by Ferguson Stump Grinding, specializing in stump grinding and removal, property cleanup and bush hogging, experienced and all the equipment to do the job right. FergusonStumpGrinding.com and on Facebook.
Parents of very young children are reportedly still struggling to find infant formula, with shortages of these products, which began in February, now stretching into the summer. The Wall Street Journal cites data from market research firm IRI suggesting 30% of all infant formula products were out of stock during the first week of July. If you received unemployment benefits through a Bank of America money card and the bank accidentally froze access to your money, you may have a refund coming. The government has fined the bank $225 million for alleged law violations. If there is a recession on the way, consumers don't appear that concerned about it. Retail sales rose 1% from May to June and were up 8% year over year. However, consumers may have received less for their money because of inflation, especially when they filled up at the gas pump. I'm Mark Huffman. Learn more at consumeraffairs.com.
Today in history, 1848, bloomers were introduced at the Women's Rights Convention in Seneca Falls, New York. 1946, Marilyn Monroe had her first screen test. Little trivia for you. How many movies was Marilyn Monroe in? Give you a moment to think about that. Alrighty, time's up. 29 between 1946 and 1961. Now, the birthday club. And lots of birthdays for July 19th. Our best wishes to Scott Wadford, Melanie Knight, let's see here, Nicole Pilla. Got all of our names on little pieces of paper, so it takes me a moment to go from one to the other. Melissa Cruz in Madison. Coden Gardner is 9. Chris Chilton. Mike Solomon. Janet Joyce. Hayden Dotson. Brendan Guthrie, Sandra Meadows, Eli Horton, Hayden Dotson, and David Evans is 66, all for today, the 19th. Happy birthday to all of you. If you have a name for the birthday club, text it to me at 336-932-1881. Get in on our weekly giveaway. That's on Friday. Let me go over the names one more time. David Evans, Eli Horton, Sandra Meadows, Brendan Guthrie, Hayden Dodson. He was in there twice. I'm taking out one of those. Janet Joyce, Mike Solomon, Chris Chilton, Coden Gardner, Melissa Cruz, Scott Wadford, Melanie Knight, and Nicole Pilla. Again, the number to text birthdays, 336-932-1881. Couple of big-name birthdays: Brian May, 75, Vicky Carr, 82.
Here's author Philip Gully with today's Hometown Tale.
When I was young and unattached, the women in my Quaker meeting paid me considerable attention. But then Quaker women tend to take an inordinate interest in people who need help. And I needed help. I was 6 feet tall and weighed 110 pounds. One of the women, Annis, took me on as a project. One Sunday after worship, she approached me. "Steve," she said, "why don't you come to my house for dinner?" Steve wasn't my name, but for as long as I knew Annis, that's what she called me. When I tried to explain my name was Phil, she told me there was nothing wrong with the name Steve and I should be proud of it. She invited me home every Sunday after Quaker meeting for pot roast and peas. The meat was invariably tough and leathery, the peas burnt. Annis would hover over me while I ate, telling me to clean my plate because people in Africa didn't have any food. In the Quaker faith, if you want to be a pastor, others first have to notice your gifts for ministry. It isn't enough to say you feel called to it. Annis was the first person to tell me I should be a pastor. "Steve," she said, "I think you should become a pastor." I told her I didn't feel called to the pastoral ministry. She drew herself up, put her hands on her hips, and said, "Do you know what calling is? Calling is when you see something that needs done, so you do it. We need pastors, so you should do it." I promised her I would pray about it. I really didn't want to be a pastor, but by then it was too late. Annis had already made up my mind. So I quit my job and went away to college for 8 years and became a pastor. Annis came to hear my first sermon. She walked up to me after I'd finished speaking. "Steve, maybe I was wrong," she said. Sometimes we think that being a Christian means being nice. Annis never subscribed to that notion. Beneath her gruff exterior was a woman who meant every word she said. She wasn't interested in being nice. She was interested in doing good, and she tried never to confuse the two. I stayed at Annis's Quaker meeting for 5 years, then moved on. But scarcely a day passes that I don't wish folks cared more about doing good than being nice. Annis has been gone for over 10 years. Whenever I eat pot roast, I think of her and clean my plate.
Hometown Tales, a collection of stories by author Philip Gully, is available from Multnomah Publishers.
Now today's motivational moment. Become a beacon of light to those seeking a ray of hope. Thank you, friends, for listening. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and be sure to count your blessings.